everyone, welcome back to She Golfs is here. Today we have our good friend Claire.
Hello.
Claire here, and the reason we brought Claire is because, as you all know, I have a jump in my swing and I want to get rid of it, and Claire has honestly the best swing that I know.
Oh, you're so sweet.
She has a really good weight shift and footwork. Today we're going to talk about 2 reasons why you could be jumping and also 2 drills on how to prevent that. I think it's important to note that not everyone that jumps is wrong. Lexi Thompson does it. Like, a lot of good players jump and it's fine for them. I personally don't like it. I really like Claire's swing and how it's so rotational, and that's what we're going to work on today.
Cool, I'm excited. So the reason that a golfer is going to feel the need to jump at the ball is because it's like an instinctual response to knowing that you're about to chunk it. One reason why you might jump at the ball is because maybe you cast. So like I was showing here, if you cast, it's going to hit back here, so you're going to jump. So if you are feeling that your club is going to dig back here, your instinct is to jump to give it more space so that you don't hit way back here. So it's really your athleticism and that's why you're jumping at the ball. So you feel like, oh man, there's not enough room here. I'm going to dig right into the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe you get down on it and then you have to jump to get back up. Or the other thing is your hands start to maybe cast a little bit, so they're going to hit back here. Instead of, if they're going to continue to cast versus like maintain and hit here, if they're going to continue to cast, you have to make room for them so that you don't chunk it.
Kind of like the chicken and the egg, right? Like, you don't know like which one is it. You do cast because you don't have room, or you don't have room.
The jump is the egg. It comes after. So it's the response. It's your body's natural response to say, I want to hit this solid.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm not in position. And to get into position where I don't want to chunk it, hit behind it, I need to create that room here. Casting really only occurs when you don't maintain this angle in your right hand through the ball. So one thing that you can practice drill-wise in order to keep that angle is just a lot of punch shots. Keeping that hand down toward the ground rather than flipping and your palm facing the sky. So yeah, just a lot of punch shots, hit the ball down, and it'll go even further. So that's one way to avoid casting, is just doing a lot of punch shots.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to do those punch shot drills to avoid casting, one thing that a lot of people will do is sometimes not have that that wrist facing the target. It'll be facing out over here. What you want to do is be through the ball and have that wrist pointing at your target. So that's how to properly do a little punch shot drill. So she's maintaining this angle really well. This is even a little bowed. Not all golfers have to have that, but that's the complete opposite of a cast, which looks more like that. Alright, so I'm just going to practice that little punch shot that I told you guys about in order to keep that angle here. So in order to do a punch shot, you'll kind of throw it in the back of your stance a little bit more, closer to your right foot, and then again, maintain that angle downward here. Alright, so the second reason why a golfer might cast is because they're not clearing their hips. So again, you feel like, I don't have enough room, so you jump instead of doing the proper weight shift mechanic by clearing your hips. Okay, so when I go to clear my hips, I do it quite a lot, and it's kind of like why I have that really full finish. So if you're looking for a full finish, this is also how to do that. But how I clear my hips is by turning this left hip back, and the weight kind of shifts to the outer left heel, or left edge of the foot, and into the heel on the left foot. So it looks a lot like this. And one thing that you'll also notice is my spine angle stays down. So jumping looks like this, and when you can clear your hips, your spine angle can stay intact. So it's gonna shift kind of like into this back heel and into this like right buttock on the back swing. So you'll kind of like have this knee break in. There's not much weight over here, and it's most of the weight is back in this heel here.
Outside,
and in this, well, you should always kind of be braced toward the inside, but it'll shift toward the back heel and it'll shift almost out just a little bit, but most of the weight goes back in this area and you'll feel it back there. And then from there, I don't have that part down, so don't scrutinize me. But from there, what you'll do to get through is the weight will then pulse down, which I need to work on that as well. It'll pulse down, and then to get through to the left side, a lot of it is you push this left hip back and leave space here. So this open space is what allows you not to jump at it. So you get naturally this portion of your body stays centered. It's not like you're throwing your upper body around. You're really staying really centered with your upper body, and the weight is shifting below you. So it shifts back behind you and down here. And then you can see it's kind of out on the outside rail of here, and it's back in this left heel. Yeah. And then from there, everything just wraps around naturally with momentum. You don't have to think about anything else.
Why do you see people jumping at the ball? Like, what's another example? Because I think for me, I always practice that during the practice swing, but I never actually do it in the swing because I think I'll end up kind of looking like that.
Yeah, your spine angle down, and then you just kind of feel that.
Oh, I see.
Your hips just release like straight to the target.
Instead of just like being stagnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
If it's in the way, then you're like, right. So then you just straighten versus you could stay in your spine angle here and release those hips to the target.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and just literally open them. Okay. Do this, like lean into this outside rail and this inside rail. Yeah. Open them, spine angle, staying. All right, so I'm just gonna give Iz a little tip on how to do that. So again, you'll feel this move forward and that kind of cover, and you'll stay down and then stay through. Right?
Does it feel like I'm looking at the ball longer?
I tend to try to keep my eyes down. The only thing that I would do is just, this is so hard to do. It's like kind of like that, less than like shooting your hips forward.
Right. I think what I did is I would try to come forward.
Yeah, don't shoot your hips back. Yeah, it's like that. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like that. But I guess what I'm a little confused about is when you go back, where's the weight shift? Because I feel like now my weight is in the back instead of forward. So it's still kind of on the right side. Or
yeah, I mean, it should just shift back into this heel and the outside rail of your left foot. Yeah, perfect. Okay. But you don't want to like shoot your whole pelvis up toward the sky. You want to keep it sort of pointed down toward the ground. Yeah.
Right after impact, you mean? Like
You see how you can feel like your pelvis is shooting more that way versus straight up to the sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good position.
And then you just finish after?
And then once you have that motion pushing you there, it just pulls you to a perfect full finish.
Now you can come up, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, just like a perfect full finish.
Got it. Instead of
a jump and then trying to find your finish.
Right. Got it. Okay.
The only reason my finish is like full and like all the way around me is the momentum that I generate through the ball. It just pulls me there. I don't have to try to find it. I used to have like a really weird finish because I didn't have a proper weight transfer.
Yeah, the finish already feels different.
Yeah, it goes through this perfect slot.
Yeah, so here, back.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
yeah, really good.
Love it.
Do you want to try to hit one?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
So you can, obviously get a few shots at it, but yeah, just perfect. Literally so perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Naturally, I feel like my spine angle just stays down without trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so
instead of like coming up and then going back down.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that swing looks so fluid.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, hopefully that helps a lot of you guys at home.
Claire, since you're starting your YouTube channel soon, you're gonna have more tips just like this one.
I can do little tip videos for you guys, so please go check it out.
Yeah, we'll link it right over here, but I really think that you're gonna do great. Like, this really helped me just with that simple like hip feeling. Yeah, it's a big difference.
It is major. It's so important. Yeah.
Cool.
So
all right, folks, well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye now.
And action. We're going to be late.
I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to
Today's
do
video.
one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world